Kal halalyam la Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham racha kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and labouring of the word and doctrine. Shalom, meaning peace. Make that be unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Now we're doing a pretty, back to basics, but Lord willing, link it into some prophecy and make it be edifying through the spirit of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, so this is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verses 1 through 4, excuse me. So it says, hear ye the word which Yahawah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. So first and foremost, let's establish that this word is shown unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Right, I paraphrase that kind of poorly. But Psalm 147 verse 19 and 20 shows that the word of prophecy went unto Israel. The word of prophecy that if it ever did go into another nation, it was about Israel and only about Israel. Right, this whole book is Jacob-centric, Jacob-centric or Israel-centric. That's what the book is about. Alright, verse 2, it says, thus saith Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right, so that you'll have certain ones that worship, the stars, the sun, the moon, all of these different various, things that were set in the heavens by the Lord. They'll try to worship it like it is the Lord. Verse 3, it said, for the customs of the people are vain. Now, where was Jeremiah in captivity? Where was Jeremiah in this time? You have to understand, Jeremiah was where? Was in ancient Babylon. So these customs that it's about to read from are actually in New Mystery Babylon, which is the United States of America. Where the horse sitteth, the seat of the kingdom of this devil, right? Where the most wickedness is pushed out from, goes through this kingdom. They are the chief, pusher outer, if you like, the chief architect of wickedness. Right, verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, that it move not. Excuse me, they deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and hammers, they move not. Alright, so that what is that talking about today? It's talking about so-called Christmas, right? Which that is a Babylonian, amalgamation of a lot of different so-called holy days. They try link it in, try say it's the Messiah's birth. It's got nothing to do with that. It goes back to Nimrod, right? And the winter solstice. And you go into it, Yahawashi, who is our Messiah, was not born in the winter time. All right, the shepherds were out, minding their flocks, and if that was the Jerusalem winters are cold. All right, so that's the first nail in the coffin. But concerning nails and hammers, now that's what they do. They get a tree, they deck it with silver and gold with tinsel nowadays, and that is a Christmas tree. So that's one place we can go to prove, the customs of ancient Babylon. Now, they'll say it came out of Germany and this and that. The true commercial Christmas was popularized and pushed out, through the Hollywood entertainment, music, movies, was through who? Through this mystery Babylon, right? And that's where all these nations learn, I want to be an American, I want to keep Christmas, I want to do this, I want to do that. So when we're seeing in the times coming, the famines, the pestilences, the plagues, you understand why? Because you followed after the devil, and thought you'd get good. That don't make sense. A tree should be known by its fruits. A good tree can't bring forth evil fruits or corrupt fruits. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruits. It's contrary, it don't make sense. It's not together. So this is Revelation chapter 18 verses, in fact, Revelation 17 verses 1 and 2. So then came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, and I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. As you read down, it tells you the many waters are kings, peoples. In fact, why did I just scroll down? It says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Right? So that is the kingdom, right? Not kings. That was a slip of the tongue. Alright, so it sitteth upon many waters, upon many nations, and everything we just read there. Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth, the rulers, whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Now it tells you, I believe it's in Proverbs, it says, if a ruler hearken unto lies, all his servants are wicked. And it says something paraphrasing, as the judge of the people, so are them that are instructed by him. So if everyone's following this wicked man, you know, and their rulers are following this wicked man, and then them people are following rulers which are following this wicked man, what does it breed? It breeds nothing but wickedness. Okay? So that's who the kings have committed spiritual fornication, that wine of Babylon. And that's they trust in the wealth system, you know. So the bank crashes, which, you know, let's say, you know, Lord willing it doesn't, but let's say it goes back to quote unquote normal. They don't mean it's not coming down the line. You know, they're always going to put forward that front peace and safety when sudden destruction will come. They're always going to push out that it's a much more favorable environment than it truly is, right? And that's the devil for you. It says Revelation 18:3. It says, "For all nations are drunk of the wine of her fornication." Sorry, the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So they've been made rich through the, you know, false banking system, through the exploitation of our people. You know, the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, you know, the Southern Kingdom, Kingdom of Judah, and the Kingdom of Israel. Right? That's any wealth built in Babylon, you know, secondarily is built upon a system which is built upon the backs of the blood of our forefathers. Okay, so that's something we need to recognize and always remember and keep, you know, in the, you know, don't get distracted. I think, oh well, it's equal now, and they've done this and they've helped. There's nothing. You know, you can't point to anything that where it's better. In fact, we were better when we knew this devil hated us. You know, at least we had institutions where we could be, you know, somewhat thriving, or somewhat, I wouldn't say thriving, but somewhat, you know, maintaining, somewhat enduring, rather than being second place, have it all amalgamated and being second place or last place in another man's system, in another man's infrastructure. Okay, so now it's not that you have your own water fountain, but now you're just at the back of the line for his, you know, proverbially. But also, of course, there was that. It says verse 4 now, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities." Right, so people have joined it unto it, you know, and being, you know, non-separate. But this is talking about literally coming out of her, you know, not just metaphorically, you know, leaving off from the sinful manners, you know, which a lot of people try to go to this and say, see, so we need to come out the ways of Babylon, which we absolutely do. But this isn't the scripture to prove, you know, that we need to come out of it spiritually. This is a literal physical deliverance when the angels come and deliver the elect, Lord willing, will be of those men. Right, so that's just a small example, you know, linking it to prophecy. That's an example of how America, or Babylon the Great, has defiled these other nations, you know, with false doctrine, with defiled with women, you know, as the scriptures speak about, which means doctrines. All right, so I'll leave it there, keep it brief. Pray it was edifying. Next video, Lord willing. All praise to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Shalom.